Okay, as I need a break from the struggle, I'm gonna have a baby cookie and I'm gonna tell you the craziest story that happened to me yesterday. So yesterday I'm coming home from work and I go into our parking garage, and our parking garage isn't closed, it's in our building at the bottom, obviously. And I see this like yellow dot up top on the rafting, and I'm pulling in, I'm like, how did a finch get in here? I was like, but it's too fluffy to be a finch. And I'm like thinking about this as I go to my parking space. I'm like, he's so yellow, he's so beautiful. And I get to my parking spot and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna grab all my stuff and I'm gonna go back and just make sure he's okay and try to get him out, you know, if it's a finch. I don't want him to be stuck in there. So I'm walking up and I look up and I realize that it's a canary. It's not a finch. It's a canary. I was like, I knew he had to be too fluffy. He's way too fluffy to be a finch. And I thought someone lost a canary. Okay, I'm in Ontario, Southern Ontario. Canaries are pets, okay? So I was like, what the heck am I gonna do? So at first, I opened the garage and I was trying to like get him to kind of come on the floor. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. And then on my phone, I was putting on canary sounds to try and like get him to come down from there. And that also didn't work. I don't know why I thought that was going to work, but it just didn't work. And then so I ran into someone who luckily had some bird seed. I was calling Humane Society saying like, what the heck do I do? But they won't come into buildings because they have a third party that comes and gets the animals if they're outside. But if they're in a building, then they won't come in, which I didn't know. So she says you have to get some bird seed and get a blanket and basically catch the bird. And then either you can drive them here or someone will come to you. And so I was asking everyone, I'm like, do you have bird seed? Do you have a towel? Like, I don't want to leave all my stuff here and the bird's there. Like, I don't want to lose track of them, you know? And so luckily, I found some bird seed in Tupperware and everything. And so I'm standing in the parking garage for like 20 minutes. And I figured this bird has to be hungry. Okay, like this is a domestic bird, has to be hungry. So I'm like, he's gonna come down, capture him in the Tupperware container with all the food. I'm like, well, at least he's just gonna eat and he'll be in the containers like trying to flap around, and I'm freaking out. And so I like get to my car and I put him in there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drive. I live like 5 minutes away from Humane Society. And so I'm like driving and I'm like talking to him like I would with my cat. I don't know why I thought that would be helpful. It was more for me than it was for the bird because I was freaking out. And so I get to the Humane Society and I like bring him in this container wrapped in a bed sheet, and this amazing woman comes up to me and she goes, oh my gosh, you brought him. I said, yeah. It's like, what do I do? And then so she takes this beautiful, beautiful bird, like stunning yellow, like absolutely stunning bird, into the back. And she says, I have to do some paperwork with you, so don't leave. And I'm thinking, what the heck kind of paperwork do we have to do?